Nor was it until the landau was lost to sight that they turned, how slowly, and with how bad a grace, to look for their relatives. Through those slums which connect Oxford with the world, the landau rolled on towards Judas. Not many youths occurred, for nearly all, it was the Monday of Eights week, were down by the river, cheering the crews. There did, however, come spurring by, on a polo pony, a very splendid youth. His straw hat was encircled with a riband of blue and white, and he raised it to the warden. "That," said the warden, "is the Duke of Dorset, a member of my college. He dines at my table to night." Zuleika, turning to regard his Grace, saw that he had not reined in, and was not even glancing back at her over his shoulder. She gave a little start of dismay, but scarcely had her lips pouted ere they curved to a smile with no malice in its corners. As the landau rolled into the corn, another youth, a pedestrian and very different, saluted the warden. He wore a black jacket, rusty and amorphous. His trousers were too short, and he himself was too short, almost a dwarf. His face was as plain as his gait was undistinguished. He squinted behind spectacles. "And who is that?" asked Zuleika. A deep flush overspread the cheek of the warden. "That," he said, "is also a member of Judas. His name, I believe, is Noakes." "Is he dining with us to night?" asked Zuleika. "Certainly not," said the warden. "Most decidedly not." Noakes, unlike the Duke, had stopped for an ardent retrospect. He gazed till the landau was out of his short sight, then, sighing, resumed his solitary walk. The landau was rolling into "the Broad," over that ground which had once blackened under the faggots lit for Latimer and Ridley. It rolled past the portals of Balliol and of Trinity, past the Ashmolean. From those pedestals which intersperse the railing of the Sheldonian, the high grim busts of the Roman emperors stared down at the fair stranger in the equipage. Zuleika returned their stare with but a casual glance. The inanimate had little charm for her. A moment later, a certain old don emerged from Blackwell's, where he had been buying books. Looking across the road, he saw to his amazement great beads of perspiration glistening on the brows of those emperors. He trembled and hurried away. That evening, in common room, he told what he had seen, and no amount of polite scepticism would convince him that it was but the hallucination of one who had been reading too much Mommsen. He persisted that he had seen what he described. It was not until 2 days had elapsed that some credence was accorded him. Yes, as the landau rolled by, sweat started from the brows of the emperors. They, at least, foresaw the peril that was overhanging Oxford, and they gave such warning as they could. Let that be remembered to their credit. Let that incline us to think more gently of them. In their lives, we know, they were infamous. Some of them nihil non commiserant stupi sapientiae impietatis. But are they too little punished, after all? Here in Oxford, exposed eternally and inexorably to heat and frost, to the four winds that lash them and the rains that wear them away, they are expiating, in effigy, the abominations of their pride and cruelty and lust. Who were lechers, they are without bodies. Who were tyrants, they are crowned never but with crowns of snow. Who made themselves even with the gods, they are, by American visitors, frequently mistaken for the 12 Apostles. It is but a little way down the road that the two bishops perished for their faith, and even now we do not pass the spot without a tear for them. Yet how quickly they died in the flames! To these emperors, for whom none weeps, time will give no surcease. Surely it is a sign of some grace in them that they rejoiced not this bright afternoon in the evil that was to befall the city of their penance. End of chapter 1. Zuleika Dobson by Max Beerbohm. Chapter 2. The sun streamed through the bay window of a best bedroom in the warden's house, and glorified the pale crayon portraits on the wall, the dimity curtains, the old fresh chintz. He invaded the many trunks which, all painted Z.D., gaped in various